Welcome to another video walk around. Today we're going to be taking a look at this 2018 Toyota RAV4 XLE in this Alpine white color. This all-wheel drive 4-door 5-passenger SUV comes equipped with a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine mounted to an automatic transmission. Starting up front with some of the notable exterior features, we've got a great looking hood deflector up front, and that is the Toyota branded hood deflector. You'll also find these great looking headlamps with the big projector beam bulbs, and just below here you'll also find the fog lamps for some additional style and utility. As you come around to the side of the vehicle, you've got the 17-inch alloy rims that the vehicle currently rides on, and those are wrapped in the Kumo tires with lots and lots of tread, as you can see. As we continue down the vehicle, you'll find the LED turn signal indicator integrated right into the mirror, and you've also got the nice chrome strip that runs along the bottom of the windows. Speaking of the windows, in back they are tinted for some additional privacy for the rear passengers or rear cargo. Up top, you'll find some nice silver roof rails, making it nice and easy to expand your storage at some point in the future if you choose to do so. And in back here, you'll find the color-matched roof fin antenna, as well as the color-matched roof spoiler. Back here, you'll also find a rear windshield wiper, as well as, of course, the RAV4 badging, the XLE all-wheel drive badging, and if you take a look underneath, a hitch. So this vehicle does come ready to tow. If you're looking for an affordable SUV that's filled with utility and lots of luxury features, you found it in this RAV4. So let's go ahead and hop inside and get started with the interior features. Hopping inside this RAV4 is nice and easy thanks to the proximity smart key system, but of course you do have your standard remote keyless entry options on the key fob as well, and you'll also find the power liftgate button so you can easily pop the hatch without having to hop in the vehicle. All you have to do is walk up the key on your person and put your hand in the door to unlock the vehicle, and when you hop out you've got those two lines there to easily lock the vehicle. Inside you're greeted with the very comfortable and stylish black fabric seating here with the nice accent stitching along the bolster and the headrest. And just below the driver's seat you will find the power adjustable seat controls, which includes your power adjustable lumbar support. Take a look at the door sill there. You've got the nice RAV4 nameplate, which is a nice premium touch. And you've also got the RAV4 branded all-weather mats, and those are nice and easy to clean regardless of how dirty or wet they get. So let's go ahead and hop inside and get started with all the bells and whistles. The features inside this RAV4 start with the push-button ignition. Simply put your foot on the brake and push the button to start the vehicle as long as the key is inside. If you take a look over at the driver's side door panel, you'll find the controls for the power windows and locks, and as an added bonus, your driver's side window is automatic. Underneath, you do have a couple of extra cup holders as well as a little bit of extra storage and a speaker integrated into the door panel. And just to the right here, you'll find the controls for the power mirrors as well as the dimmer switch for the gauge cluster. You've also got the button to toggle your lane departure alert, heated steering wheel, differential lock for your all-wheel drive system, and your power lift gate. If you take a look under the steering column here, you'll find the manual adjustment for your tilt and telescoping steering wheel so you can get it in the perfect position. And if we take a look just behind the wheel at the turn signal stalk, you know that this vehicle does come equipped with automatic headlights, which is a great set it and forget it feature. And of course, you've also got the switch for the fog lights that I showed you on the exterior. If we back up and take a look at the steering wheel here, you'll find a very nice leather-wrapped 3-spoke steering wheel, including some nice subtle bolsters up top to give the wheel a nice ergonomic feel. And at the bottom here, you've got that nice gunmetal gray accent piece. Over on the left-hand side, you'll find the steering wheel mounted audio controls, which includes your volume rocker and track selector buttons. You've also got the Bluetooth hands-free calling buttons, and at the bottom here, you'll find the audio mode button. You can also hold that to mute the system, and your voice recognition button. Over on the right hand side, you've got the buttons to navigate the screen in the center of the gauge cluster, and we'll go ahead and take a look up there in just a moment. You've also got the trip button here to cycle between your odometer and your two different trips, and below that you'll find the radar guided cruise control follow distance button. You've got 3 different follow distances, and I'll show you a little bit more about that in just a moment. And just behind the wheel here you'll find the cruise control stalk, which is great for those highway drives. So if we go ahead and take a look up on the screen there, you've got the gear that the vehicle is in all the way up in the top left-hand corner. Below that, you'll find the exterior temperature. And all the way at the bottom, you've got the odometer, and you can see that this vehicle currently has 92,759 kilometers on it. And you've also got the indicator there for the blind spot monitoring to let you know that that feature is active. In this first information screen here, you've got your after start stats, which gives you your average fuel consumption, average speed, drive time. You've also got your after reset stats as well as your after refuel stats, which also gives you your range. You've also got the eco indicator here so you can be sure that you're driving fuel efficiently. Below that you'll find the all-wheel drive control so you can check how much power is headed to each wheel as you drive. And at the bottom here we've got the sway warning to let you know if it might be time to take a break if you're swaying between the lanes. The next screen over is the information for your lane departure alert and your radar guided cruise control follow distance. So if you have those features active and you cycle through with the buttons that I showed you earlier, you can see it adjust in this screen here. Next, you've got any messages or warnings that the vehicle has to display, and finally you've got the settings for your safety features, which includes your lane departure alert, pre-collision system, blind spot monitoring, power liftgate functions, and some additional meter settings that you can access, which includes your language, units, drive info screens, and of course if you want to reset that to the default settings, you can do so at the very bottom there. If you take a look towards the center of the dash here, up at the top, you've got your hazard lights, and over on the right-hand side, you'll find the passenger airbag warning, as well as the seatbelt warnings. And you've also got the traction control buttons. You can easily toggle that on and off. Below that, you'll find your touchscreen infotainment system embedded right into the dash. And as you can see, in terms of your audio options, you do have your standard AM/FM radio. You've also got a CD player, as well as USB and auxiliary inputs, and Bluetooth audio. So you can be sure that you can listen to your own audio, regardless of the type of device that you have. If you hit the car button over on the left-hand side, you'll also be able to bring up your trip information, and you've also got your fuel economy history in the corner there. Over on the right-hand side, you've got the setup button, which gives you lots of different options to go through and customize to your preferences. If you put this vehicle into reverse, you'll also see the backup camera pop right up, which is a really handy feature to have in an SUV. And putting the vehicle back in park will, of course, bring back that main screen. Just below that, you'll find the dual zone climate controls for the vehicle, so you can adjust the temperature independently for the driver and the passenger. And it's also an auto system, so if you hit the auto button there, you'll let the vehicle adjust the fan speed and heat to get it to your desired temperature. As you can see, this vehicle also comes equipped with air conditioning for those hot summer days, which is a very important feature to have in the Okanagan. As we continue down here, you'll find the Eco and Sport mode buttons, so you can switch between whether you're trying to get a little bit more fuel economy or performance out of the vehicle. You've also got the two-stage heated seats here for both front passengers. Over on the right, you'll find the windshield wiper deicer, as well as the USB and auxiliary input that I mentioned, and you've also got a 12-volt outlet. And if one isn't enough, you've got an extra one hidden just underneath there. Below that, you've got a nice little storage tray, as well as an extra little storage compartment. And of course, you've got a nice cup holder there, as well as your shifter. And as you can see, you can put that into a standard mode if you're looking to manually shift between the gears. And of course, you've got your centrally located emergency brake as well. As we continue down here, you'll also find an extra cup holder, as well as a nice padded armrest that opens up to reveal your center console. You got a nice little tray up top here to keep the smaller items and help to keep things organized. And underneath, you've got a larger compartment with a nice carpeted bottom. Over in the passenger side footwell, you've got the same great all-weather mat, and just above here, you've got your glove box with lots of room inside, and that includes the owner's manual as well. And up top here, you'll find a great-looking storage compartment, which is really handy to have as well. If you take a look over at the passenger side door panel, you'll find the same great design that we found on the driver's side, as well as, of course, the controls for the power locks and the passenger side window. If you take a look up top, you'll find a little sunglasses holder, as well as the controls for your interior lights, and the controls for your sunroof, which is a fantastic feature to have on sunny days like today. Lets in loads of light, and of course you can let in lots of airflow as well. So that concludes the features up front. Let's go ahead and hop in back and take a look at some of the features in the rear of this vehicle. In the rear of this vehicle, you've got more of that same great fabric seating that extends all the way across the rear bench seat, as well as lots of legroom for the rear passengers and the all-weather mat that extends across. If we hop inside, you'll find a couple of handy storage pockets in the back of the driver and the passenger side seat, as well as a 12-volt outlet in the back of the center console to keep the devices charged up. If we go ahead and take a look towards the center of the seat here, you'll find a nice fold-down center armrest. It's a nice padded fabric armrest that also includes a couple of extra cup holders. These rear seats also do fold down on a 60-40 split. If you have some additional cargo to store, you simply hit the button on the side of the headrest to fold it down. And then underneath here, you've got the latch to fold the seat forward. If we go ahead and take a look at the rear door panel here, you'll find the same great design that we found in the front, as well as, of course, the switch for the rear windows and an extra cup holder underneath. Popping the power liftgate is nice and easy. Simply hit the button underneath there, and that'll pop right open for you. And in back, you've got a nice, generous carpeted cargo area with lots of room for interior storage. And you'll also find a handy interior light over on the left-hand side. And underneath here, of course, you do have the spare tire as well, in case you ever get a flat. Closing up the power liftgate is nice and easy. Simply hit the button up top, and that'll close right down for you. That concludes this short video walk around, but this utility-packed SUV will not last long on our lot, so make sure you stop by Kelowna Toyota, located at 1200 Leithhead Road, or visit us online at KelownaToyota.com for more information. We look forward to seeing you soon.